I'm here with Eddington Racing. We'll be following Lee Cunningham in the Monoposto F3. Over the course of the weekend we're going to talk to Lee, find out how the racing went and get a better understanding of what it's like to drive an F3 car.
Well, basically I've been racing cars on and off for about 26 years. I was a professional driver a long time ago, raced at FI GT level. But I always try and do some sort of racing every year really. One, because I'm very passionate about it. Two, I just love it really. So the opportunities as you get older become less and less. And obviously to go racing, it takes a lot of money in some shape or form. So you've either got to work to drive, find the funding yourself, or try and get some sort of promotional money together. So that's the biggest challenge. So we're racing here this weekend at Brands Hatch on the Grand Prix circuit in this Formula 3 car. It's quite a special single-seater.
So can you tell me about the rough layout of this weekend?
Well, this is what I'd term as a normal race weekend in the UK. It's quite a big meeting here at the Brands Hatch circuit. There's only very few opportunities to race on the Grand Prix circuit. I think there's only 10 opportunities a year. So it's a big meeting. There's LMP3 cars racing, big GT cars, and the Monoposto F3 series is a series which is open to all slicks and wing single-seaters. We're in a class race which has got Formula 3 cars, Formula Renaults, and any 2-litre slicks and wings on a car effectively. So there's different classes, different categories. To race a car like this is normally very costly. It's quite a cost-effective championship. The next level up, F3 Cup or the National Formula 3 Championship, is super expensive. So to race this calibre of car on a Grand Prix circuit such as the Brands one is a great opportunity, and there's 3 races this weekend.
I'm over in the scrutineering area with Lee and the rest of the team. The scrutineers here, they're going to check to make sure basically the car is safe to go out on track. They're also going to check Lee's crash helmet, make sure it's in date. Basically they've got a certain duration they can actually use the helmet for. I think the same is true with the seat belts as well.
The first qualifying run, it's nothing like a major international event. You only get a 15-minute slot to do a qualifying time. You've got to get a minimum of 3 laps in. So that's kind of the start of the weekend.
It's a 15-minute session, and this will give them the grid positions for this afternoon's race. The weather is looking a lot better now. The sun has actually come out and all of the dark clouds are over in the distance, so that shouldn't really play a part of this race. The track itself is definitely looking a bit damp, but they should all be running on dry tyres at the moment.
Eighth quickest is number 70, Chris Hodgson. Only did 3 laps though, so he's got a bit of work to do come the race. 1 minute 44.683. Ninth quickest is where we see car number 69, Lee Cunningham. 1 minute 45.439, and completing the top 10 is number 27, which is James Densley with 1 minute 45.725.
So we went over there, I had slick tyres on, and then it chucked it down with rain. So we haven't got the luxury of having pitched the car radio and loads of team members, so we couldn't change the tyres in the collecting area. There's a 31 car field, and there was only me and one other guy on slicks, and everyone else was on wets. So basically went out, kept out of trouble, but qualified 9th overall, which I thought was pretty good. It was getting close to the crossover point where the slick would really work. Another 10 minutes and I would have been a hero, but that's the situation we were in. So that's the first part of the weekend.
I'm over at the end of the pit lane in the holding area with the other cars. They're all lined up ready to go out for the first race.
race one, started 9th, got a good start, really battled, dropped places, and then was running really kind of 4th, and I was really trying to hold off a faster car behind me that was out of position, but managed to get secure 4th at the end. Yeah, good battle, good race. Upset him a little bit. He was getting quite frustrated behind me because I was blocking, trying to defend my position. So that was kind of the race one and sort of first day format.
Weather is looking pretty good at the moment, although I've probably jinxed it and some sort of torrential storm will happen. But overall, I think it's going to be okay.
Simon Tate is now actually trying to keep the number 79 car of Lee Cunningham behind him. So as you say, he has been a very busy boy, and that continues. So, we've got a spinner up on the exit of Druid that's smack bang in the circle, in the middle of the circuit as our leader gets there. Fortunately, just managed to leave enough gap for everybody to get through.
Did them leading the race. Number 70, Chris Hodgson second. Number 10, Neil Harrison third. Number 82, Ben Cater there in 4th place. Number 15, Simon Tate, busy boy was he, in 5th place. 6th place was number 79, Lee Cunningham. 7th place, number 81, Chris Davison.
Totally different day today, obviously really sunny, really hot, track's really consistent, dry. Had a good start, made up a couple of places at the start. And then really it was a mega race, swapping a lot of places, up to 3rd at one point. Car spun in front, got back on. Lots of action, lots of near misses, got overtaken by a faster car, lots of back markers, and then there was a red flag situation. Was up to 3rd at one point, then dropped back and finished 6th. So we basically start 6th for the last race of the day.
We're going to have a look over the car. The best thing we can really do to get the best knowledge about the car is talk to the driver.
This is a 1998 Dallara Formula 3 car. It's quite an old car obviously, so it's 17, 18 years old, but it doesn't look it. The critical thing with this is it's a carbon tub car, which means obviously the main driver safety cells all made out of carbon. It's all kind of come down from Formula 1 technology. It's basically based on a 2-litre road car engine, which is obviously modified to be able to fit into the car. It's a bespoke racing gearbox. This car being an early version, it's got a 5-speed H-pack gearbox, which is similar configuration to a road car. There's no drive brake on the car whatsoever, there's no traction control, no ABS in any shape or form, there's no pad steering. It's a very, very physical car to drive because of the aero on the car that really forces it into the tarmac. Very challenging in all aspects really. In terms of outright lap time, there's very, very few cars that are faster than this. You've got to get into a top flight LMP car, or maybe a GP2 or F2 car as they call it now, or even a Formula 1 car. They're the only cars that are quicker. One thing that's quite interesting that a lot of people probably aren't aware of is with a carbon tub car, because the engine's bolted onto the tub, you feel every little bit of vibration the engine transmits. So in other words, that comes into your body when you're sitting in the car. And if you're in a tubular frame metal car, if that makes sense, the metal actually absorbs a lot and damps out a lot of that vibration. So fundamentally it's like sitting inside a washing machine, and you get all your internal organs get shaken up, and it can give you headaches, make you feel nauseous. So it's a very violent environment to be in. The idea with the wings, very similar to an F1 car, is to force the air over the top of the car and create a low pressure underneath it. So effectively it pushes the car down onto the tarmac more, gives you more grip, gives you more speed. The front wing, the rear wing, the floor, the side pods, the way the air is directed over the car is a critical part of getting more speed effectively. And the aerodynamics on this really are a very strong feature of the whole race car package. So other than getting in, like I said, kind of bigger single-seater such as a GP2 or Formula 2 car, or Formula 1, this has really been the closest thing you'll ever experience in terms of the speed and the sensation that the Grand Prix drivers get through on any weekend. As I say, it's a very high-tech kind of modern type racing car, but it's still quite an old car. So when this was kind of built as a new car some 18 years ago, you've still got manual gearbox effectively. So it's a H-pattern gearbox, similar to a road car. It's got dog leg first, which is back, up to second, third, fourth and fifth. Very short movements. You have to be super positive with it. It's really, really quick once you get used to the idea and understand how it works. So basically, the modern type cars have got paddle shifts, which means you don't take your hands off the steering wheel. But this is very kind of old school in terms of taking your hand off, changing the gear and putting it back onto the wheel. Steering on the car, super direct. That is effectively is full lock, by the way. You can't really go much more than that. If you're going more than that, then you've probably spun and gone off, to be honest with you. So it's super, super sensitive. A very small movement on the wheel gets a massive reaction in the car. That's another kind of difference from a conventional car. The other big thing about it is it's super stiff. So you feel every ripple in the track surface, and it's very, very hard on your neck muscles in terms of the G-force trying to hold your head up. Because if you're strapped in the car really tight, the only thing that's moving is your head and your neck.
It's the final race of this weekend, and it's actually Lee's third race, second today. They've made a few alterations to the car, so it's going to be fascinating to see how he gets on. So you've had your final race. How did it go?
Yeah, really good. We, like I said, the first two races this weekend haven't quite been on the pace. We're close, but not close enough. Really have been kind of about 8/10 off. But we made some changes to the car for the final race this afternoon, and it really worked. We messed around with the ride height and the bump on the front end. Also with tyre pressures, and I was much more comfortable in the fast corners. So, really pleased. We were close to getting a third, so nearly got podium. So a little bit disappointed because that would have been an ideal way to end the weekend. But fourth is good. Again, considering I haven't raced for a year, coming to the championship, all these guys have been racing, done a couple of meetings before me, so they're a bit sharper. Yeah, delighted really. Apart from being called up to the clerk of the course for a naughty boy yesterday. Yeah, no, it's been good. Really positive weekend. Car was great, and Nick and Ken have done a great job preparing it. So the overwhelming feeling is you just want to get back in the car again, and I don't know when the next event's going to be. I may never get in a racing car, just don't know. So you've got to enjoy it while it lasts, and it just makes you more determined to get back in a car as soon as possible.